Born in a predominantly white area, all my life, it's felt like me against the world. Yeah, I have family, but at the end of the day, it's just me. In primary school, people wanted to be my friend, but I was the only black guy in my year, so of course I stood out. Even though most of them had never done anything terrible, it was always just in the back of my mind. I went into secondary school with no friends, even though I managed to make many. I went in there with no friends. They all seemed to know each other, so once again, my desire to be in a close group of friends went unfulfilled. I was tall for my age from very young. I think at about 14, I was almost touching 6'1". Yeah, I thought I was gonna go off to the NBA too. You see, being tall wasn't a bad thing, but it made me stand out without even trying. Knowing that I stood out, knowing that I was different, it made me want to fit in even more. This is a story for another day, but I believe it's what led to me being bullied. Being bullied changed me. Not only did I feel alone in a room full of people, I felt like I couldn't be in a room full of people when that certain individual was there. He would stare at me waiting for me to catch his gaze. And when I accidentally looked over, I would get all tense. The edges of my gaze would darken. I wouldn't know what to do. I was frozen. To avoid these uncomfortable situations, I had to spend my breaks and my lunches away from the people I considered my friends, wandering around aimlessly to the different school play areas, hoping that I just wouldn't cross paths with this individual. Eventually, I found myself going into the IT classrooms to do coursework, working hidden away from everyone in the corner of the classroom, all by myself. I felt lonely, but it was okay because I was safe and productive. This continued for months, but fortunately, I had basketball giving me something to look forward to. Going into university, I had the mindset of if I've been lonely for all my life, then I may as well mentally prepare myself for that at university. I went alone to big university with no close friends, went alone to classes, society events, basketball training, and slowly made some real good friends, close friends. It felt weird because I knew that I had friends, but everything I was doing was by myself. I still believed that I was lonely and began to get comfortable. This was when I learned that not all my friends are going to want to do the same thing as me at the same time. But that's okay. That's actually fine. Still felt odd, but fuck it. Up until last month, when I was speaking to a therapist, she helped me reshape my past experiences and see it from a different light. She really helped me realize that just because I am alone, it doesn't make me lonely. We worked together and shifted my perspective so that I could see that I actually made some very good friends on my first day of secondary school by the fact that I went there alone. I still had people I could do whatever I wanted with, and I had people I could hang with nearly whenever I wanted. I wasn't and I am not lonely. Spending time by myself doesn't mean I'm lonely. How can I be lonely when I've always had amazing friends around me in some capacity? And as the social media world grows, I'm connected to even more people. Being alone is not the same as being lonely. I am empowered. I have confidence in myself that I haven't quite had before. Anything and everything I want to do, I can do. And I can do it alone if I want or if I need be. And that doesn't make me lonely. Yes, I am alone. No, I'm not lonely. Yo, if you've made it this far, please consider liking and subscribing, especially liking. It really helps me with this YouTube algorithm. I would appreciate it a lot, and it also lets me know that you want more videos like this. So thank you. Remember that just because you're alone, you're not lonely, and I'll see you guys next video. In a bit, go family.